And so let's close this with asking the community members here, what do you need from research to better advocate for a cure? What else would you need? Like what would
Mark Wagner, would you come off mute and elaborate a bit on your comment? I think you hit the nail on the head in terms of researchers making themselves accessible to community so that we may teach ourselves.
Yeah, I think it's, important that, for us to know what is going on so that we can relay it, and also for them to be available as we need to perhaps come on these community events such as today and, be able to answer those questions for a broader community. So we need that support. We can't do it without them.
Right.
Anything else with thoughts? What you need? Sherry?
Oh.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Thank you for inviting us today. I'm calling in from Canada. One thing that we're doing that we find really helpful, and it might be helpful there as far as what we find we need here, is information in lay language. So we've asked our scientists during our updates for the CanCure team to give us an opening slide. I can see Ron is writing this as I'm speaking it. He's my co-chair of the Community Advisory Committee there. To present one slide very simply, telling us, basically what the research is, what it hopes to accomplish, and what's the relevance. And doing that in lay language. The other thing that we're doing, and in fact, we're meeting with them later this afternoon, is we're working closely with the lab students. It's been a bit of a tug of war to get them on board. They are enthusiastic to spend time with us, as someone mentioned earlier. But we've given them actually a project. We're working on lay slides for knowledge translation in the community, and we've asked them to help us with that by putting together two or three or four slides in lay language in very simple community terms about their specific projects within the laboratories on our large team grant. So that's one thing that we're working on. So my what we need from you is again similarly opportunities to speak with you, opportunities to have lay language slides made either together or from your students or ourselves, I guess, doing them and running them by you. All the things that you've mentioned are working well for us. So it's continued doing that. And this format today was great. There wasn't anything I didn't understand.
Great. That's great to hear. And we've done the same starting in Seattle, and we're trying to push it. We've got the NIH to embrace it. It was called the community summary slide. And we gave them specific questions of like, what was the main question? What were the answers? We kind of went into I love the relevance of the questions. I love those. I love getting their assessment of their own work. Like, should we be excited about this or not? Yes or no? Tell us like a little bit more. I think it makes it more human to talk about science that way. And I know that a lot of times it violates that sort of dispassionate persona that researchers are trying to present, that, there's no human that's actually behind that, and, that this is very logical being spoken about. But I'm glad to hear that things are going well in Canada.
Awesome. Our last question from Josephine.
Go ahead.
And then we have some awesome announcements. Josephine, please unmute yourself and ask your question if you still have it.
Thank you so much for the question. I'm just adding on to what has been said. I think when the scientists come up with all the terminologies that are being used, I think it would always be better if a group of community people come on board to interpret or to simplify the language, so that they're not the ones simplifying the language. Rather, probably the CAB members or other advocates are just on board to simplify that language, and they can just approve whether it is bring out the meaning that they want or it is not bring out the meaning that they want. Yeah.
Thank you for that, Josephine. Really quick, Anne had a super awesome question for community in the chat box. Anne, do you want to come off mute or do you want me to read it?
It's like a really minor thing, but I figure since I have you here, I would love to get your feedback. We are always told to put the community summary slide first, and that just seems weird because we haven't shown you anything and yet we're telling you what it is. And is that preferred by you, or do you, I mean, probably everybody has a different opinion anyway, but I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I like it better first.
Right. I was going to say, we've done it both ways in Seattle where we tested it. And I think it has more success when it comes first because it gives people a framework, because then you get lost in the weeds. Then all the acronyms come up. Then everything, you start getting excited about the science or explaining it. But we know we have something that helps guide us through those things that we're unsure of. And I think that's why first really is more successful. But it is weird to start off with it. But if you think about it, like just imagine anyone who might not have the same level of knowledge, you're giving them a backpack so they can go on the hike with you.
Oh, again, another one of Michael's colorful interpretations, right? We'll take that with us. The community slide is like the backpack. Mm-hmm. The presentation is like the hike, and we're going together. So hopefully that answers your question. He is a poet, Jeff. Yes. Mm-hmm. And so as we approach the top of the hour, I wanted to give my most humble thanks to the presenters here today, mm-hmm. those folks who joined us from wherever you are in the world. Michael has been blowing up the chat with the session 3 feedback form. Yes. Please take a moment to complete that feedback form. You will be entered into a raffle to win one of 4. Yes, 4.
5.
5. Oh, 5 now. 5, not 4, but 5 $50 gift cards. Michael, do you want to say anything about it?
Indeed. Yeah. So nope. I'll be doing that. You have until tomorrow night to get it filled out and get it to us. And then I will be doing the drawing and announcing all the winners of all 3 sessions via email. So everyone will get to learn that who has won the gift cards.
Cool beans.
Well, Danielle, I appreciate you so much doing this with you.
Right back at you, kiddo.
Yes. And I wanted to thank also our researchers and our guests and our attendees who have taken the time to come and ask questions and find out more. I think it's very important. We couldn't do it without any of you. I also wanted to thank Richard especially, even though he likes to stay off screen. He's our Keith Haring image. And let's
the mic.
Give us the last words. Richard, I wanted you to have the last words on this session in this workshop.
Oh, no, sure. Thanks everybody for participating. Thanks to you and Danielle for being the host with the most. It's one thing that the TAG tries to put together every year. We're not the best meeting organizers, so we need a lot of help from everybody, and they always go well because everyone helps out so much, and we have great people willing to participate. And so particular thanks to everyone that's presented or served as a panelist, including Josephine coming in all the way from Uganda. Yes. Really appreciated.
Yes,
thanks so much all.
Thank you all. So
thank you all.
Yes, we will officially end things for this. So be on the lookout. I'll make this video recording available as soon as I get it edited. And so that'll be in a few hours and you'll get to see it all. Don't forget, there's the feedback form. Click on that link now so you can get to it and you can bookmark it so you can fill it out. If you can't fill it out now, there it is one last time. And thank you all. So blessings to all of you. And
next year.
Let's get to a cure as soon as we can. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody. Great,
Bye.
great call. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Take care. Have a good week.